found the reason how to solve it. We've now given a better framework to KEMSA. We've decided that we deliver health commodities, medicines direct to health centers and dispensaries instead of taking them to stores at the county and all the other places. So we have built a better health infrastructure. It is a commitment that I made, and it is a commitment that I'm very proud that today is becoming a reality. And finally, he's just mentioned to you about education. I saw Omar mentioned about education here. Education is very important. For those of you who follow events at home, we had 4 different issues with education. We had CBC. Many parents were complaining they were doing homework up to midnight. They were being told to make cars at night, and many other stories. And so we have straightened CBC. Now there is clarity on what happens. Number 2, we had a big shortage of teachers. I can confidently tell you we have hired the largest number of teachers in Kenya's history. By January, we will have hired 100,000 teachers in 3 years. That is ordinarily government hires 100,000 teachers in 20 years. But we've done it in 3 years because I'm a very strong believer that if we want to equalize the fortunes of all our children, from poor or rich families, education must be accessible to everybody. We also had challenges with classrooms. We sourced money from the World Bank. We work with our own resources, with members of parliament. I must commend them. We built 23,000 new classrooms, and we are on the way building another 1,600 laboratories that will bring children, especially from informal settlements, rural areas that ordinarily would not have access to a laboratory or sufficient classrooms or enough teachers. That is the ecosystem we are sorting. We have also made sure that our universities, for those of you who understand what was the challenge with our universities, we had many universities, Nairobi University, Kenyatta University, Egerton University. They were paying lecturers half pay because there wasn't enough money. So we changed the funding model. We now have what we call student-centered funding model that ensures that we assess every student to make sure that no child, especially those from vulnerable backgrounds, miss school. We have since increased scholarships and loans to make sure that children from vulnerable backgrounds get up to 90% loan and scholarship so that we carry them along. So I just thought I should mention some of the things that we are doing back at home. And then finally, let me talk about jobs. I did make a commitment on jobs because we spend 680, in fact, this year, it is 702 billion Kenya shillings on education. 700 billion shillings on education. It is important that as we spend that amount of money in education, we also think about what happens to the pipeline when these people who are in ECDs, primary, secondary, college, university, when they get out of the pipeline, what happens to them? And that is why we came up with 4 pipelines for